Now let's take a look at document forms, which are key part of how NGOs collect and manage information efficiently. Forms can capture details from volunteers, donors, or participants, and Zoho Writer allows us to create them with text fields, checkboxes, dropdowns, and much more. The responses are automatically organized, making follow-ups and reporting much easier. Building on that, here's a practical example. The NGO team can create a fillable form that captures personal details, roles, skills, availability, and whether they'll bring any required equipment. This form can be shared directly or embedded on the website, and all submissions are automatically tracked in a connected sheet. So Gautam, can you show us how this works in Zoho Writer?
Absolutely. I'll take you through a live demo and show how easy it is to set up a form, capture responses, and track volunteer information seamlessly. So here's a form that we have created. So if you happen to have an existing form that is in a PDF format, all you have to do is just click on File and go to Upload Document and select a fillable template, and then go ahead and upload your document into Writer. And we have an excellent AI detection tool which will detect all the fields in your document, and it will automatically insert the fields along with the label into it. So now, since I've created this document from scratch in Writer, I have added various fields according to my preference. So I've added text fields, radio buttons, and here I've used conditions as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the nationality as Indian, British, American, or others. So if the donor, if the volunteer or the staff is not from any one of these nationality, and if they are selecting others, then automatically there will be a text box which will allow them to enter their nationality and go ahead and proceed. And similarly, while going down, you can see that I have added a subform table. So this is one of the recent release that we made, which is subform table in a fillable template. So using this, the submitter or the volunteer or the staff in this case will be able to dynamically add table rows according to their preference. So if they are applying for multiple roles in multiple departments, all they have to do is just dynamically add the rows and they'll be able to enter these details. And not only that, we have also added a file upload field in this document. So this will allow you to upload any PDF files such as the proof of identity like a driving license, or if it is a resume or previous experience certificate, then they'll be able to attach them into this using this file upload field. And not only that, you'll also be able to specify the allowed type of files that need to be uploaded. So for example, if it is an image file or anything, you can just make use of those format and add them so that only those formats will be accepted when the submitter is gonna upload this form. And when you go to the automate section, here you can see that I have added save responses to Zoho Sheet. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull all these information submitted by a volunteer or a staff into a Zoho Sheet. So now once this configuration is done, all I have to do is just share this document so that the volunteers can fill or even publish this document. Or another thing is we can have the ability to embed this document into a website. So let me show you that. So here is the similar document, and here I have the option to embed. So what I can do is I can just go to the publish and embed from the automate tab and go to public on web and then click on embed code. So here I will be able to copy this embed code and put it in my website so that any user accessing my website will be able to go ahead and submit the form. So I've got a live example in here. Let me show you a website that I've created. So here is a sample website that I've created for this use case. And in here, you can see that I've added a tab called Volunteer Staff Application Form. So by clicking on it, I'll be able to get into the form, and here you'll be able to see that all the fillable information is available. So let me just go ahead and fill these details. Just filling these information so that you get a clear idea on it. So here, let's say I'm entering it as an Indian, or If it is others, then once I enter, you can see that I'm getting additional text box in which I can go ahead and enter the preferred nationality. And now further moving down, you can see that I have a role. So let's just say I am going to teach pottery skills for students in the NGO. So I'm just going to enter pottery, and I'm selecting the availability, which would be maybe my weekends and from date and to date. So let's just say I will be teaching here for an year, and maybe until the and raw materials required. So if I need to bring any clay, or it has to be provided by the NGO, so I'll just choose will have to be arranged by the NGO. So now here you can see that we have a plus button in here, so that if let's say I just want to apply for teaching different language as well, so I'll be able to go ahead and click on the plus icon and dynamically create table rows, so that according to my preference I'll be able to go ahead and enter the skills that I have. And similarly, I can just go ahead and click on upload option and just go ahead and upload the file into this document easily. So now once these informations are submitted, all I have to do is just click on submit document, which will just go ahead and submit the information. So now if I just get into the sheet, so still you can see that there is no information added yet. So we'll check the logs for the status. Yeah, so it's currently in progress. So once this is completed, whatever the details that I entered in the form can be found under this particular sheet with the appropriate header. Yes, so you can see that status is now completed, and you can see the sheet file as well. Let me quickly get into the sheet file, and yes, here you can see that all the informations entered by myself is available in this sheet. So similarly, whoever accesses my website, and if they're going to submit the form, they'll be able to, the information will be available in this particular sheet file as well. And not only this, if required, you'll also be able to perform various output options, like you can save this as a copy to a folder, so the submitted document can be saved, or it can be sent via email. Or not only that, you can also simply put in signer fields and send this document for signer collection. So if you have any custom functions, you can also trigger webhook or custom functions. So these are the various options available, and this is how you can onboard your volunteers or your staffs in using the embed option to embed this form into your website.
Thank you, Gautam. That was a very great demo.